India has about 5 crore credit cards, whereas India has about 100 crore debit cards. That too, these 5 crore credit cards are owned by maybe about 3.5 crore people. They'll have some hidden charges which they'll charge you every year. Don't buy things just because it's an offer or discount and mostly because you have a credit card. Buy it only if it is a need. In case you spend it, you don't have money to pay the full amount, convert that into EMI. I get bare minimum of 15 to 20,000 points every month. 20,000 points is equal to about 5,000 rupees. Sometimes I get 45,000 points a month, which is equal to 12,000 rupees. They have never used the credit card in the last 2 years or 1 year, but the bill is generated for the annual maintenance charges and you don't pay that. They put penalty on it, they put interest on it, and that grows up, that spoils your credit.
Should you own a credit card? If you already have a credit card, how to use it wisely? How to be aware of credit card scams? We are going to answer all these questions in this video. And to answer your questions, I have with me Mr. C.S. Sudheer, the CEO and founder of Indian Money's Freedom App. Hello sir, welcome once again to another video where we are going to take most of the knowledge from you, like we always do.
I would love to.
So my first question here is, should I own a credit card or not?
You should. What's wrong?
So do you have a credit card?
I have.
So why are people so afraid of having a credit card or taking a credit card?
They think there are two reasons. One, they think they may overspend by having a credit card. That's basically financial discipline, lack of financial discipline. The other reason may be, okay, some fraud may happen, people may misuse my credit card. That's another reason why they're worried. But I think India has about 5 crore credit cards, whereas India has about 100 crore debit cards.
Oh.
If you compare it, you see?
Yes.
Right? So that too, these 5 crore credit cards are owned by maybe about 3.5 crore people, because some people have 2-3 credit cards. So this is not because people are worried or scared that if I have a credit card, I'll spend more, or if I have a credit card, some fraud may happen.
And
no.
I might not be able to pay on time.
That's not the actual fear. The problem here is people are not eligible for credit card.
Oh.
Yeah, because when you reach out to a bank, do you know how many people are there in India who earn more than 5 lakh?
No.
As per income tax data, the people who are earning more than 5 lakh is not more than 1 crore people.
That's sad.
Right? So keeping that in mind, I think this is going to be a challenge.
So are you trying to say that if more people would have been eligible for a credit card, more people would own credit cards?
Absolutely. If I'm eligible for a credit card, for sure you will get every month at least 2-3 phone calls.
Yes.
And when they say this, it's a lifetime free credit card, who will say no to it?
Yes. Sometimes
People will avail.
Sometimes I get emails that you have a pre-approved credit card.
Absolutely, right? I mean, this is what they do, because banks are stealing your data from different sources. Our banks, direct sales agencies or their agencies are stealing your data, and they know, okay, if you're earning more money, we should reach out to her and sell their credit cards to you. I think if you're eligible for credit card, they will not leave you.
So my next question is how to use your credit card wisely.
So when we talk about credit card, first thing here is while purchasing, while taking the credit card, you need to be very cautious. When you apply for a credit card, first thing you need to check is there an annual maintenance charges?
Yes.
So when you say annual maintenance charges, many banks, they say that it's a lifetime free credit card, but they'll have some hidden charges which they'll charge you every year.
Yes.
So in case if you're availing a credit card, check whether there is any such charges. That should not be told by your sales guy. You should check it in the contract, the agreement which you sign.
Yes.
In the agreement, if it is there, then don't avail that. First thing you should check. Number two, you'll have to check the billing cycle and the credit limit they're giving you, and are there any EMI options? For EMI, what is the interest they charge? Things like this, all the benefits, and then the reward points. For a spend of 100 rupees or 1000 rupees, how many credit points they'll give us? Reward points. And for those reward points, what is the cash equivalent? Is it that 1 point is equal to 1 rupee? Or is it that 100 reward point is equal to 20 rupees? So you should know that. That's also very important. And then I want you to, once you avail the credit card, first thing you should be very sure is that you're going to use credit card just to do the transactions which you used to do it with cash or debit card, nothing more.
Okay, you don't overspend because of the credit card.
Many a times what happens when you avail the credit card, you start spending. Yes. See, if I go out for shopping with my debit card or cash, I will definitely spend within my budget.
Yes.
When I go with my credit card, I see something very attractive, I see something which is very good, I feel like, okay, let me buy it. Or there's an offer. Don't buy things just because there's an offer or discount, and mostly because you have a credit card. Buy it only if it is a need.
Yes, this usually happens that when the money is going from your credit card, you don't realize it at that time, and you don't feel that you have to pay it now. You think that, okay, I'll earn and pay it off, but actually it just lingers on and we are in that vicious circle of credit.
Absolutely. In fact, this is a common problem many people commit, that when they take the credit card, they start spending thinking that, okay, oh, next month, no, I'll pay, I'll somehow arrange it. And as you rightly said, they don't understand that, okay, the money is going out now. Money is actually gone out. Yes. You have committed to pay now, you have to pay. If you don't pay, you'll end up with paying heavy interest. So first thing is, don't overspend. And the second very important advice I would love to give everyone is that when you take a credit card, if you are, let's say you have spent it. Yes. You have spent ₹1,00,000. And now the bill has come. Bill due date is 10th of the month. Now 10th of the month you have to pay the credit card outstanding and you have no money. 1,00,000 is the total outstanding. The bill says minimum amount due is only 6,000. Now banks are doing it very intelligently, and as a normal person, what do I think? Oh, if I pay 6,000, it is like paying monthly loan EMI.
Yes.
So one day my ₹1,00,000 total outstanding will become 0.
No.
And I pay. But that's not true. The 6,000 which you're paying as the minimum amount due, that is basically the interest and the charges you're paying.
Oh, okay. So when they say that this is minimum amount due, I used to think that now 6,000 will be, subtracted from my 1,00,000.
No. Those who are paying minimum amount due for the last 1 year, their outstanding remains same.
Oh my God.
It won't go down at all.
Oh my God.
So please don't pay just minimum amount due and assume that your outstanding will go down. That's a myth. It's not going to happen. So that's the second advice I want to give them. Number 3, in case you spent it, you don't have money to pay the full amount, convert that into an EMI. So when you convert that into an EMI, what happens, I'll explain you. So assume I've got total outstanding of 1,00,000. I pay just minimum amount due, that is 6,000. Then what happens, that 6,000 is mostly the charges and the interest. Now what they do, on this ₹1,00,000, they again charge me every month 4% or 5% interest, monthly interest of 4%. Imagine, minimum 3% though they will charge for sure. So instead, if you go for an EMI, this entire ₹1,00,000, I convert this into maybe 6 equal monthly installments or 12 equal monthly installments. If I do that, the interest rate will be about 12% or 14% annually. So monthly 4% equals to annually 48%, which is better.
The 12%.
12% or 15%, right? So it's good to do that. So go for an EMI right then, as soon as you understand that you'll not be able to pay the bill. And the fourth one is, sometimes what we do, we make this mistake of sharing our card details with people.
Yes, my sister has called me and said, okay, share your credit card details, I want to book a flight. Because that flight is offering discount on your bank credit card.
So nothing wrong in sharing your credit card details with your family members if you trust them, but then you should be very cautious before you share your credit card details with people, because when you share it with people, what they do is the chances are very high that misuse may happen. Like, assume, husband sharing his card with wife. When he does that, wife may overspend.
Yes.
Or his son or daughter may overspend. And if they do so, who will have to pay the bill?
The
husband, of course.
The owner of the credit card.
So now again, I've seen a lot of people, they share the card with their family members. they overspend, and later they're kind of stuck. They have no option but to pay the full amount, right? So that shouldn't be done. So make sure that you don't share it with people just like that. You think about it before you share your credit card. And the other important advice I want to give them about credit card usage is that many a times, just because we are not using the credit card, we think there is no bill generated.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we think, okay, hey, anyway, I'm not using, so no bill generated. I don't owe them anything. And I would have probably changed my address.
Yes.
And I don't get the physical bill. And sometimes what happens, the email bill which comes may go to your spam folder or bulk folder. So you'll never see that. Or in case in between, if you have changed your mobile number, you'll never get to see that. So now what you need to do is, you will have to make sure you check that, because I've seen many people, they have never used the credit card in the last 2 years or 1 year, but the bill is generated for the annual maintenance charges and you don't pay that. They put penalty on it, they put interest on it, and that grows up, that spoils your credit score.
Oh my God.
And then tomorrow when you apply for a home loan or something like that, you won't get any such.
So even if you are not spending, they generate your bill which actually you don't see, and you end up paying a lot of amount also.
Absolutely, because of annual maintenance charges. You should be very concerned about it. In fact, in the beginning you asked me this question, do you use credit card? Should you, suggest people to use credit card? Absolutely yes. I'll tell you why credit card is beneficial for you. I think that's the most important discussion. When it comes to credit card, it gives you 50 days of absolutely free credit.
Yes, with no interest.
No interest,
Yeah.
right? If you use it wisely. So what I do is I use my Met card and I pay all my office bills. So about 15-20 lakh rupee a month.
Yes.
And because of that I earn points. And when I earn these points for using my company payments I make, now what I do, all my personal shopping I do from that. I get bare minimum of 15 to 20,000 points every month.
Yes.
20,000 points is equal to about 5,000 rupees. Just imagine how much worth. Sometimes I get 45,000 points a month, which is equal to 12,000 rupees.
Yes, that's like you're earning.
Yeah, absolutely, at no cost. Yeah. See, just imagine, first thing, I've got interest-free credit for so many days. Number two, I'm earning points. So it's the best way to do it, right? And I keep saying this to people, first month when you get the credit card, all you need to do is your monthly budget, which you keep for paying all your electricity bill,
for your needs,
grocery and things like that. Assume you spend about 50,000 rupees every month. Now you have decided, I've got my credit card, that 50,000 I'm going to pay from my credit card. That first month 50,000 which you would have otherwise spent using cash, now that you got the credit card, put that into an FD.
Okay.
Keep it in the FD. Now imagine every year, worst case it will give you 3,500 interest.
Yes.
That is about 6% means 3,000 to minimum interest.
Yes.
So imagine every year my 50,000 rupee is earning 3,000 rupee.
Yes.
Correct? On top of it, so now what happened? First month anyway I used the credit card.
Yes.
Second month only I paid the bill.
Yeah.
So from the second month budget I pay the first month bill.
Yes.
Third month budget I pay the second month bill. So which means I don't have to touch the FD.
Yes.
So leveraging the credit card, I created an FD which is basically my emergency fund.
Yes.
Right? So like this, if you have a credit card, if you are spending so much of money every month, you can do that.
Yes. So actually you can earn by using your credit card.
Absolutely.
So one of my final questions to you is the credit card scams. What are they? How can one avoid them? And what are the various scams that happen around credit card that we should be aware of?
Things have changed now. In fact, earlier days, the security, the dual authorization, all those things were missing. But now, if you look at it, I think banks have come up with various methods. I've been using credit card exponentially. My credit card is shared with many people in the office as well. But there's always one hook, that is OTP comes to my mobile.
Yes.
Right? So as long as I own that, there's no chance. And in case of the swipe somewhere, I get the notification immediately. So there are controls, but then still you should be very concerned. Number one, if you have entered your credit card details on any other platform.
Yes. So many online platforms.
Yeah. So now what happens? The recurring payments will go through normally, without reminders.
Yes.
So many people end up with paying for various subscriptions which they don't need just because they've entered their credit card.
Yes.
Fortunately, now RBI has come up with this new regulation. Because of that, all your past saved cards will not be allowed to use now. So these merchants will have to ask you to update the card details once again.
Yes.
So which means at least now onwards, whenever you are updating your credit card or saving your credit cards on others' platform, maybe while booking your hotels or flight tickets or any other things, be very conscious. Should you really save your card details there or not? So that's why there is something called token. So now the new format is basically that. So what happens, for example, I save my credit card details on one particular company's website. If I save it and some hacker will hack their data and he'll misuse it, he can actually take out money from my account. But with this new tokenization, the regulation which they have come up with, what happens when I save it with a particular website, there is a token generated. So now the credit card details are saved in the token format. Now that can be accessed and used only by that merchant. If someone else steals that data, he can't do anything with that data.
Yes.
So that's a new technology. So I think if you all please follow the instructions given by your bank, I'm very sure you don't have to really worry about, these scammers.
And anyways, RBI keeps saying that don't share your OTP with anyone you don't know.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Even the bank says that.
Yeah. So thank you so much. We have got enough information on credit cards. Actually, I used to think that credit cards make you overspend. But today I realized that actually you can earn money with credit cards.
Absolutely.
Especially the first month amount that you said that should be put in an FD is a very good idea to at least earn 12 to 14,000 per year.
Absolutely.
I hope all of you now know that credit cards are not that bad and what is a wise way to use your credit cards. I would only like to tell you that if you feel this video is useful, share it with your friends and family, because sooner or later they might also think about taking a credit card, and we feel that if they see this video, they would use it in a better way. This is your host Sudheer Sharma signing off, but before I sign off today, I want to request all of you to hit the subscribe button, because I know that you like our videos but you are not hitting that button. Hit the subscribe button, like our videos. This is your host Sudheer Sharma finally signing off.